So we decided that we would come up with a challenge and everyone get in the best shape of their lives. This is my wife, Danny. 5 seconds, sorry.
I'm Danny. I also live in California. Lana's the brains behind the operation. I'm just here for moral support and to fix electronic things whenever they're broken, which I can't fix this one, but yeah, I love being healthy and I love being active, and I hope that through this challenge that we help some of y'all to achieve your goals and just build a healthy, active community.
Cool. So a little bit, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the challenge. I'm going to do everything kind of super broad right now, and then we'll get into more in depth to everything a little bit later on in the challenge. If a cuss word or something that offends you slips out of my mouth, I'm sorry. There's not a filter when it comes over here. I apologize right now. I know it's Sunday, so I'm going to try my best. Okay. So what is the Summer Shred Challenge? We're all posting things all over social media, and we're all committed to getting sick results. So what we're going to do, starting tomorrow, we're running this thing hard for 30 days. At the end of 30 days, aka September 11th, totally wasn't intentional, we're going to end the challenge and announce a winner. We're going to give out 2 prizes at the end. One is going to be on the most pounds lost, and one is going to be on the best before and after picture. So there's a category for everything. If you can't lose a pound for the life of you, but you gain 5 pounds in muscle and you're super shredded in your picture, awesome. You're going to be rewarded for that. I know I've talked to some of the coaches about this, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it, which means you have to step it up. For all of the people I've invited on the call, when you complete your 30 days hardcore and you go hard for 30 days, you're going to get free gym swag. Coaches will talk to you about what I'm going to give everyone a little bit later, but you're going to be rewarded even if you don't finish like top 2 or whatever, you know, just because that's awesome that you stuck to something for 30 days hardcore. So on every Sunday, you guys clearly know about the Facebook page. Just want to kind of reiterate, everything is completely private. The only people that can see anything that you post in there are only the people that are in the challenge with you. All coaches are participating in the challenge. All challengers should be going, super confidential, just a huge community to support everyone. So everyone on this call, it's super cool because you can see everyone's faces, but we all have each other's back. So that's kind of like a safety zone. So you don't have to feel bad if you post something that you're not super proud of. Like maybe I'll get on tonight and post my before picture, you know, and just so everyone can hold me accountable. If there's 100 people holding me accountable, I'm probably not going to fall off, you know. So, and by the way, Heather's on speakerphone because she couldn't get in. So
I was wondering who that was.
If you hear someone scream and say she's fired up, she's over here. Okay, so every Sunday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, we are going to launch 2 things. We're going to launch a nutrition video. So there's going to be a different topic. Maybe if we feel inspired that we'll post more than 1 a week. Never know, but we're committing to 1 a week. And for the first week, like tonight, I'm going to kind of integrate the nutrition topic in with our intro just because I want to give you guys some meat to get off the call with so you kind of know what you're doing after you talk to your coach and get started on your nutrition plan. So every Sunday, we're going to post a nutrition topic, talking about what works, what doesn't, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, all of that, ins and outs of it. Because you can't out-train your fork. You could be killing yourself in the gym over and over and over and eating Pop-Tarts and stuffing your mouth with peanut butter every night, and you're probably not going to get the best results if you feel like you've got a killer workout and you go home and eat top ramen, okay? So we're going to do the nutrition. With that being said, we love working out. We're fitness freaks. We love CrossFit. So we're going to post a workout video. at least once a week. Maybe we'll post more than one. You never know. And this should be on top of the workout program or whatever you've talked to your coach about, who's coaching you in this challenge. They should be giving you other workouts as well. So it's kind of like the icing on the cake. We do a lot of CrossFit movement. So what that is metabolic conditioning. So it's interval training that you get the pain over with quick and you're done and you're burning all day. There'll be a bunch of different things that we're going to do, and I don't want to like waste too much time and go into that already, but I'm super excited for it. So that'll be every Sunday at minimum. As a challenge, do you guys have any questions on that before I move on? Thumbs up if you're good. Cool. Okay. Okay, so the requirements of this challenge. Number one, you will take a before photo. You will take 2 before photos, one from the front and one from the side, okay? My clients are going to take a before photo tonight, and then in two Sundays from now, you're gonna take a midway marker photo, and then you'll take 2 at the end as well. Along with those before photos, I want you to step on the scale. We're not focusing on the scale throughout the challenge, but I want you to step on the scale, send me a picture of your feet on the scale and what the scale reads. Point blank, whatever, try to get the date on there if you can. If not, send it to me, I'll put the date on there for you. Just because we basically want to have all avenues covered. Your starting point from inches, lean body mass, and weight. And I know some of you are in Narnia, some are in Guam and all that stuff, so I'm not even going to try to come over to your house with a tape measure. Just not going to work. Cool, so we're going to take pictures. You don't have to post them. Please send them to your coach, though, just in case, worst case scenario, you drop your phone in the toilet and it breaks and you lose all your stuff and it's not backed up and your life ends because your phone is wet. You know, send them to someone else so you have an outlet. Maybe email them to yourself. If you're not ready to share it yet, you don't have to, but put them in a safe place, okay? You can post them in the team page if you want. Whatever you guys want to do, I just want more than one outlet for your pictures, just documenting. In this challenge, we're going to have a follow-up system, which is super cool. So there's going to be multiple ways for your coaches to stalk you throughout this challenge. The first one of those is going to be follow-up days. And as a challenger, you're required on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays to send pictures of everything you put in your mouth to your coach. Every single thing. Like, I mean, obviously, like, you don't have to send, like Danielle, I don't want you to send me 5,000 selfies of you drinking water. Like, I get it. Cool. You should drink your gallon a day. I got it. But breakfast, I'm going to take a picture of my shake. Snack, I'm going to take a picture of my beverage mix and my banana. Lunch, I'm going to take a picture of this, you know, what have you. So 3 days a week, you're required to send pictures to your coach of everything you're putting in your mouth. If you're super busy at work and you don't have time to like be on your phone and you're like this and you just like quickly snap a picture real fast, cool, and you want to put it in a collage and send it at night, cool. Talk to your coach and see what they prefer. For me, I honestly don't care. I just want you to do it. So whatever you got to do, get it done. Send me pictures of, you should be sending me at least 5 pictures on those 3 days. So I should be getting at least 15 pictures from you a week. Okay. And that's Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. It's your coach's responsibility to send out reminding you, because none of us have superhuman memory. None of us are going to remember every single day because life happens. And I understand some of you work and everything like that. So if you're about to go and say you're a heart surgeon, you're about to go into surgery, maybe shoot your coach a text right before you go in and be like, hey, I'm going to be in surgery for 7 hours. Someone's not going to die because I'm sending you a picture of my tilapia, so we'll talk about it when I get out, just letting you know, okay? So communication for sure. With that being said, we are doing this for you to succeed. Maybe in the past, someone told you that a cheeseburger and fries was healthy for you. And maybe we know that you need 180 grams of protein a day and you're eating a burger, fries, chips, salsa, queso, guac, and you send a picture of that and you think that's healthy because maybe they're whole wheat chips or something like that. And you send that to your coach and you're like, hold up, not a good look. Okay, so it's going to help your coaches coach you the way that you need to and teach you what you need to know individually, because not one person learns the same, not one person is wired the same, not one person has had the same upbringing. You know, I had a client who's in South Korea today who's doing this challenge, and she was like, I'm Mexican, we eat rice, we eat tortillas, we eat all of this, and this girl's in Korea it's like Noodle City. So sorry. So, you know, like probably we're going to have to focus on the carbs and what are good things to eat a little bit more. So talk to your coach, figure it out, but it's a two-way street. You have to meet your coach halfway. So you have to do your part. They will do theirs. And if they don't, I'll punch them in the face. So with that being said, the goal is to make you a successful challenger for 30 days plus, okay? After 30 days, none of us stop being your friend. We stop talking to you, any of that. However, we are taking time as coaches, and I'm speaking on behalf of all of the coaches on the call and everyone who's like, yes, let's do this challenge. We have lives as well. We have things that we do on a daily basis, workouts, family, dogs, cousins, baby mama, sister, aunt, you know, we have a life. And we have other clients outside of this challenge that we're coaching full time. So I'm super excited that there's so many people on this. I think it's incredible. And I'm just so excited to start tomorrow. Like, you guys have no idea. With that being said, if you miss 2 follow-up days, so like Danny is my client and I text her Tuesday. So what if it's the same message? I'm like, hey, this is your Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday follow-up day. Send me pictures, breakfast, lunch, dinner, any snacks you may have, drink your water, log your food. And she doesn't respond to me at all on Tuesday. And then I text her, maybe she responds on Thursday. And then I text her on Sunday and she doesn't respond. That's 2 days. She's no longer in the challenge. She's no longer eligible. With that being said, you will be kicked out of the challenge, but you are still your coach's client, okay? So you're not losing a coach. We just need whoever is going to go hard for 30 days in one little bubble that's going to push through, because we're going to have this bubble and this bubble. It doesn't matter what bubble you're in. It's your journey. So I don't want to discourage you from the start and be like, you know, but I mean, if things happen, I understand, I get it. But this challenge bubble over here is more like one-on-one, 30 days. It's my job as a coach to get you sick results in 30 days. If you're not going to meet me here, maybe we go over here and do 60 days, you know? So either way isn't bad, but you just got to put forth the effort to get the extra coaching and communication. Does that make sense? Thumbs up? Cool. You guys scared of me yet? Okay. Okay, so miss 2 days of follow-up days within the month. You're no longer eligible for the prizes at the end, the incentives your coach is going to give you, and to be a challenger in the page, all of that. Enough negativity. Also in the challenge, you are going to download the app, MyFitnessPal. If you have not already done it, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's a little person dancing right here. That's what it looks like. I'll go in depth on how we're going to use that and how we're going to track that a little bit more later. But basically what that's going to do, anything you put in your mouth, you log. Okay? So Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, you're going to be a little bit busier on your phone in relation to the challenge. Because you're going to be logging and you're going to be taking pictures. But every day, I want you guys to log, and coaches. And I will do it too, and all of you will hold me accountable. After you download the app, I want everyone who's taking notes to write this down. I want you to go on first of all, find out what your coach's name is on MyFitnessPal. In the part where you can search for friends, you can type their username or their email address. Username works a lot quicker. I want you to add your coach. And then I want you to change your privacy settings to make it able to where friends can view what you log. As soon as you do this, I want you to text your coach and tell them to go on and look and see if they can see what you just logged. Okay? That way, if I'm sitting here bored on a Saturday night and don't have anything to do, and I want to check on Kirsten over there, I'm going to log on and see what she ate. And if she had brownies and whipped cream and cupcakes, she and I are going to have a pretty extensive phone call. Okay? But even if you do cheat, you need to log it. Be honest with yourself. Okay? You can't be like, dude, the challenge didn't work, and you're sitting over there throwing away pizza boxes, but you logged tilapia. Okay? We got to be honest with ourselves. So on that, I'll go into depth on MyFitnessPal a little bit later, but that's like as soon as we get off this call, I want you guys to do that. At the end of the challenge, and I promise you by the time the end of the challenge is over, September 14th, we're going to find a way to have all of the 30-day challengers and coaches on one Zoom call, and we're going to do recognition. We're going to, maybe we can share some before and afters. Maybe we can share some tips on what worked, didn't. Maybe we can talk about the next challenge that we're going to do for back to school pre-Thanksgiving. A lot of different things. So if you guys want to go ahead and mark that down, it's September 14th. The Sunday. It'll be at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I forgot to write the time. And we're going to recognize all of you guys for your hard work and your dedication and give away some prizes. Sound good? Cool. And then another, I forgot you were there, Heather. And then another avenue that we've created to kind of educate you guys a little bit more on the things that your coaches are telling you. Like 99.9% of the things we're telling you is not to be mean. But sometimes you may be like, oh, she's evil. She doesn't want me to have this Twix. I hate her. But maybe you hop on and learn a little bit more, and then you're like, okay, that makes sense. My insulin levels are going to look like a roller coaster. I probably won't eat that Twix. So we have a call every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's a Zoom call just like this, and it's a nutrition call. So some weeks we'll do what to eat pre and post workout, or healthy protein snacks, or what to do when you eat out, or fats versus carbs, or I don't know, just whatever, something to help educate you guys so you know what you're doing a little bit more and you're not just like blindfolded trying to swing a sword around and try to get abs, you know? So that's every Wednesday night, and the link to the Zoom call will be posted on Wednesdays. That's completely available to y'all. All of my challengers on this call, I would love to see your face on Wednesday nights, hint, hint. So definitely it's there. You might as well use it, you know? Cool. Does anyone have any questions so far? It's okay if you do, I promise.
Yeah, I have a question. I kind of just texted Heather and asked her what this was, and she added me to the group. Would that make Heather my coach, I take it?
Heather will be your accountability partner. Since you are a coach, Heather does have clients on this call. So, I mean, you know, you've been on your nutrition plan, which is perfect, and Heather's there if you need her. But if you're a lone coach on the call, check in and maybe shoot Heather a text and be like, hey, will you just say yes or no on follow-up days or something? Like, she'll be your accountability partner versus your like hard on, like, let's go coach.
So it's really not really something I'd have to do the MyFitnessPal and log because.
Oh yeah, no, you do.
I do. I still have to do all of it. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm doing it. Danny's doing it. Heather just said. Heather, go ahead and say it again.
Who is that talking?
Katie. Katie. Yeah, so Heather just said, yes, you do. So there you go.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. Anyone else have anything? No? Okay. Okay. So we're going to go on. Okay. So the purpose of this challenge. The purpose of this challenge is to provide you with knowledge. It's to empower yourself to fuel your body and to get the results that you want. And it's to also teach you how to better your quality of life through putting the right things in your mouth, through nutrition, learning what's good, what isn't, what works for you, what doesn't. Learning how to live a healthy life and still live a life, if that makes sense. So on this challenge, and I know as soon as I say this first thing, all of you are going to get off of this and go eat pizza and cupcakes and cookies and drink beer and all of that. On this challenge, the nutrition purpose of this challenge. Number one, no cheats whatsoever, okay? I'm not cheating. Danny's not cheating. Tucker's not cheating. Heather's not cheating. Roger's not cheating. Sarah's not cheating. We really want to encourage you. All of you spent the money for a nutrition plan for a reason. So we want you to get your money's worth and see what's possible. Point blank, don't waste your money. You know, you already spent it, might as well use it. With that, if you do cheat, log it. Okay? If you go out and have 37 beers one night, I better see 37 beers in your MyFitnessPal app. Okay? Please don't go out and have 37 beers one night. What?
But don't post that crap on Facebook either.
And if you're in the challenge and all of your friends know that you're in the challenge, do not post how drunk you are, how many beers you just drank, how fast you shotgunned, your beer pong reigning champs 37 times for one night. Like, let's just keep that off of Facebook, okay? Enough of that. So the next thing is to show you how to live a lifestyle versus bad dieting. Herbalife is not a diet. It's not just drink a shake for 5 days, get a result, do whatever you want. It's not magic. And you're not going, just like if I were to look at this water bottle, I would not turn into water looking at this water bottle, okay? So it's not magic. You're not gonna look at your canisters and wake up with a six-pack, okay? It takes work, but it's a lifestyle integration. You're not on a diet, okay? You're changing your eating habits and learning why. And that's what this challenge is created to do for you guys. On this challenge, we will never, ever, 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 ever be counting calories. Ever. When you count calories, you deplete nutrients. The only reason we're focused on calories at all is at a minimum caloric intake basis. Am I clear on that? We are not worried about, oh my God, this has 20 calories in it, so I'm not going to eat it because I'm going to go over. Okay? None of that. We are looking for nutrients. We're looking for nutrition. We are looking for things that are going to fuel our bodies for our bodies to operate the way that they're supposed to be. Okay? We are not counting calories. This is not a diet. Thumbs up if you got it. Very clear? Cool.
Yes.
Like I said, number 4 on this, we're nutrient focused. We're learning what we need from what foods and what we're going to get from what foods and what we should do to make this easier. Instead of meal prepping 37 chicken breasts for 1 week, maybe I'll just drink some shakes and have this. We're learning how to get nutrients and how to integrate that into our lifestyle. We're going to learn how and why to fuel our body naturally. Okay? the answer isn't in one pill bottle. It's not magic. Sorry, I was drinking kombucha. Okay, so we're going to learn how to do this the right way, the way that's sustainable over time, the way that's tangible, the way that is good for you. Cool? Thank you, Heather. On this challenge, we are going to experience how dope Herbalife is. The second you drink your first shake, you drink your tea, you're feeling great, your energy, people are like, what is wrong with you? Stop talking, okay? Herbalife is dope. And we're
you know, Kayla, you know, you're laughing.
We're going to experience that, okay? So it's more than just drinking shakes and drinking tea. You get this entire community with it, which is really cool. Aside from that, we are going to explore the world of paleo. If you have no idea what I just said, don't worry about it. For those of you that may have an idea, we're going to learn how to eat kind of like our ancestors ate. That's how our bodies were naturally made to process food and to digest food instead of a bunch of chemical crap. Cool? And then we're just going to learn how to be the best version of ourselves inside and out. So it's not just what we're putting in our bodies, but it reflects outward too. So, okay, you guys have any questions? We good? Thumbs up if we're good? Okay. Okay. So the main focus of this challenge, 4 things that we're going to do, okay? We are going to lower our intake of unnatural sugar. We are going to lower the amount of processed, enriched, bad carbs that we're eating that's in the standard American diet. We're going to increase our protein intake. And we're going to increase the amount of good fats that we're eating. Sound good? And we're going to learn why on all of those things. Okay.
What was that last one? What was the 4th one?
The 4th one is we're going to increase the amount of good fats that we're eating. So down sugar, down processed carbs, up protein, up fat. Cool? Is that your cue, Heather? Okay. Low sugar, low processed carbs, up protein, up fat.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So if you're taking notes, you definitely want to write this section down. This is kind of like a basic MyFitnessPal tutorial. Okay. And this one is going to be your Bible throughout this challenge. So definitely take note of this. So what we're going to do, whenever you download MyFitnessPal, you're going to have to set your goals. Okay. With that, what we do is we set our protein first, which means how many grams of protein you need each day. So let's see. You guys want protein this morning? No? Sure. Okay.
For the coaches who don't have the link to the Herbalife Lean Protein Estimator, we'll send it to you. But basically, people get with your coaches, but they're going to help you estimate the amount of protein that you need per day based on your individual body composition. The Lean Protein Estimator, basically, it takes your height, your weight, and your gender, and based on those 3 things, it comes up with, through whatever calculation it uses, the amount of protein that you should be getting a day. However, it's not 100% accurate. It's close-ish, within 10 to 15 plus or minus grams of whatever you should have. So use that as a guide. If you know for sure that you should be getting a little bit more protein based on your lean body mass because you know that you've gone and had, you know, your body composition tested, then by all means let your coach know that. They can adjust that accordingly. But this is merely a guide.
So if you guys can see this, here's what it looks like. You put your height, you put your weight, and then it comes up with a range of how many grams of protein that you need. Okay, is that it? Yeah. Okay, so there's my range. Okay, I know that I weigh 167 pounds and I do CrossFit and I work out like a psycho. And I've actually gotten dunked, so I know what my body fat percentage is. And so I know that a minimum of 125 grams of protein a day for me makes me very angry. I'm hungry, okay? So what I would do, it'll give you a range, like 125 grams to 149 was my personal one. So with that, I'm going to take the 149, I'm going to round it up to 150, and I'm going to use that as the minimum amount of in grams of protein I'm going to have every day. Okay. I personally feel the best when I have about 170, 180. I never care if I go over on protein. You just want to recognize the fact that your body can only digest 20 to 30 grams of protein at one given time. The rest of that stores as fat. So whatever your number is, so like say your number is 125 grams of protein is what you need. You don't want to have 2 meals, 60 grams deep of protein. Not a good look, okay? So you want to eat that incrementally throughout the day, and your coach will explain that a little bit more throughout the challenge. So get with your coach and figure out your number. Once you do that, you'll set your protein on MyFitnessPal, the closest percentage to the number of grams that you need. And what I mean by that is I'll just use mine for an example. Okay, so if you see this, these are my macronutrients, fats, proteins, and carbs. Can you guys see it? Yeah, thumbs up? Okay. Okay, so I weigh 167 pounds. So this says 171 grams of protein. This percentage has to equal 100, okay, 100%. So if I drop this down, my percentage goes red and it drops my protein down to 142 grams. And that's not enough, okay, because I played with my lean protein estimator and I know that's not enough. So I'm going to set it for 30%. Puts me a little bit over, but that's okay with me. Cool. Another thing on that, on your MyFitnessPal, I want you guys to set your sugars less than 100 grams. You can like manually manipulate that number. Another thing that we should do is I want you guys to set more fats than carbs. So your number or your percentage of fat should be maybe 5% higher than carbs. For instance, like my macronutrients, starting with protein, fats, and carbs, it's 30% protein, 40% fat, 30% carbs. I feel the best when mine's that way. It takes your body 2 weeks to adjust to something. So if after like week 1.5, you're like, dude, I feel like crap, then get with your coach and we'll kind of play with it a little bit. But more fats than carbs. For dinners, your dinner should be comprised of a lean meat, vegetables, and a fat. Okay? Just kind of a guideline on that. I have people all the time ask me what I eat for dinner, and it's basically the same thing, so I just figured I would generalize it. Okay. So I'm kind of like, we kind of already like went into the nutrition lesson just a little bit. I'm going to go very, 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 very broad on your macronutrients, like super broad, okay? On your proteins, I'm going to give you examples of good proteins, give you a little bit of knowledge about it, carbs and fats, and then I'm going to give you ones to stay away from. Then we're going to open up the forum for questions, and then we'll be good to go. Throw it up. We'll post a workout tomorrow, maybe another nutrition video to kickstart things, what have you, and we'll be golden, okay? So one of the things I want you guys to think about, and I haven't found a way to say this without it sounding kind of morbid, so just bear with me. I want you guys to think about where your food is coming from, okay? So a lot of places for convenience, like frozen bags of chicken and just anything like lean cuisines or anything like that, 9 times out of 10, they've pumped that animal, that chicken, with growth hormones, preservatives, antibiotics to make that chicken better, to have better shelf life, better packaging, what have you. And that's what the farming industry has kind of gotten into for mass production lately. So give me a thumbs up if the answer is yes. Give me a thumbs down if the answer is no. Would you go out and eat growth hormones, antibiotics, or preservatives? Just if it was on a buffet and you were just like, give me thumbs up or thumbs down?
Down.
Okay, so you don't, eating a chicken or a piece of steak or an egg that has those things in it is the same thing as you eating it. Kind of gross you out a little bit? Yeah? Okay, good. So what we're looking for when we go for proteins, you want to know that source. So I say screw HEB, screw Costco, don't buy your meat there, support local business, go to a butcher, talk to the person that's killing the food you're about to put in your mouth, know how they raised it, know what they're feeding it, what kind of diet. You want to go for a grass-fed, antibiotic-free, cage-free, free-range fed animal. And I'm like, if anyone was ever flirting with being a vegetarian, I'm sure I just pushed you over the edge. I'm sorry. So you want to know what you're putting in your body, okay? So stay away from the frozen meat. Stay away from the frozen meats. Go to your local butchers, get it. And I'm just going to do one thing real quick.
I have no idea what she's doing at all.
This is okay. Turkey bacon. Okay. This is about a half of a package, so probably what, a fourth of a pound?
Like a couple ounces.
Half of a package. Okay, a couple ounces. Half a pound of true bacon. 4 slices. This is, 5 slices here, 5 slices here. You think anything's added to this one? Maybe a little bit? Okay, so I just want to show you guys, like, what food should be and what is available at the store. Does that make sense at all? Just a little bit. So, like, for instance, I love bacon. When you put bacon in the frying pan and it like shrivels down and gets like this big when it was originally this big, it's not supposed to do that. When you put your chicken breast in the pan and it's like this big, and then when it's cooked, it's this big, it's not supposed to do that. Okay, so I really want you guys to get conscious of what you're putting in your bodies. Sorry for the gross analogy, but I'm a pretty visual person. Okay, so with that, good examples of proteins: grass-fed chicken, tuna, salmon, lean beef, turkey, tilapia. All of these from your local butchers, from someone who, like, like from seed to feed, like, where that animal's been raised, what they're eating, you're good to go, okay? Deer meat. Yeah, everything like that.
Now, for those of you who don't have a local butcher, because sometimes in very large cities, they're hard to come by, they do sell like organic chicken and grass-fed stuff at stores like HEB, Target, Kroger. You can find it there. It's going to be, in the like fresh meat section, not the frozen section. So we're not saying don't go to those stores by any means.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit more expensive though, right?
It's gonna be more expensive than the 20-pound bag of chicken you can find in the frozen section. But at the same time, when you buy frozen meat, you're eating all of the nasty crap that they gave that chicken.
Yeah, all the different.
And if you're going to give your body the right stuff now and ensure that you're giving your body the best nutrition now, down the road, you're not going to have the multitude of health problems that the older generation is seeing now. So a couple dollars extra here, thousands of dollars help those later.
And so we do know that like eating a crap ton of meat can get a little pricey. And I'm going to talk to you guys towards the end a little bit about picking and choosing your battles. I listened to a video, like a podcast last night, that was actually really good. So we'll talk about that in a little bit, but yes, bottom line is, would you put unleaded fuel in a Ferrari? Okay, because I don't know about you guys, but I'm a Ferrari, so I'm going to put good things in my body. Okay, so with that, those are some examples of protein. Natural sources of carbs, your second macronutrient. Okay, so I'm not going to go too hardcore on this because I definitely could. We're going for natural, right? We're putting the best things in our body to make our body feel the best and perform the best and look the best, right? That's our goal on this challenge. So with that, you don't want to put anything processed like ramen noodles or Pop-Tart or anything and call it a carb and put it on your food diary. Not a good look. So you want to go for natural sources. So good natural sources of carbs, sweet potatoes. They have the orange ones, which are yams. And then in California, if any of you are in California, they have white sweet potatoes, which changed my life. So those are super good. Squash. There's butternut squash, spaghetti squash. There's so many different types.
Yellow squash, zucchini, whatever.
All of those. I don't know if any of you guys are aware of this, but vegetables are carbs. So kale, spinach, broccoli, lettuce,
Bell peppers.
I mean, everything fresh. Vegetables are your friend. You should be having a vegetable every time you eat a real meal. And that is a carb. Fruit. It's a good source of simple, quick, natural sugars, which you want to have before you work out. Okay. Okay. And the third macronutrient are fats. And I know as a society we've been conditioned to like, we see the word fat and we run away. Like there's low fat, no fat, 2%, 1%, skim, soy, blah, like fat, and we cringe, okay? And I don't want you guys to do that in this challenge. Fat in a good source is incredible for you. It boosts your energy. It gives you fuel. It helps you from getting hangry and wanting to kill people. It's a good thing, okay? Your body needs it. Needs it to function and to sustain fullness, for lack of a better word.
Plus, it helps with healing. It helps with like joint lubrication. It helps with brain function. Like it's a very necessary part of your internal workings.
Okay, so good examples of fat: avocado, coconut oil. So whenever me and Danny cook, we put coconut oil in the pan. Okay, that is a very, very good way to make sure I'm getting my X amount of fat. It tastes delicious. So good on like chicken and stuff. Oh, incredible. And like your cooking oils, I'm just going to touch for a little bit on there, like canola oil, vegetable oil, corn oil, any other kind of oil that you could cook with that is like $2 on the shelf and you can grab to go. There's a reason it's $2. So like, let's think about it. If you were to sit there for hours and churn corn, would it ever make an oil? Thumbs up, yes. Thumbs down, no. If you were to just hours. and you're churning it. Would it ever make an oil? No. Okay, so then think about how factories have gotten oil from something that is not designed to be oil. Okay, so we're going to stay away from those things. So when you cook with canola oil. In this challenge, you are allowed to have natural, good, grass-fed bacon. So cook your bacon, drain the grease and the fat into a jar, and use that to cook with. Cooking with bacon oil or bacon grease and coconut oil is delicious on chicken, we put it on everything. It's so good. Another good source of fat is grass-fed butter. And I know some of you are like, this bitch is crazy. I promise it is a very, very, very good source of natural fats. If it's grass-fed, it is derived straight from the cow. If you know where the cow came from, it's just like eating a steak from that cow, okay? It helps with mental focus. It helps with energy. It helps with staying full when you have breakfast. When you guys get your Herbalife tea in, because I know a lot of you are going to try that tea and your mind is going to be blown. Put like a small tablespoon of butter in that tea and drink it hot in the mornings, and it will change your life. I promise you. If you want more clarification, you can private message me, but I promise you it's awesome.
With that said, we're not saying put a whole container or stick on a potato and eat it. Like,
no, because you can't have potatoes anyway.
In moderation, okay? But
another good source is, instead of, there's a lot of canola oils, partially hydrogenated oils, corn oil, all those bad oils that we just talked about in your salad dressings. So a really, really good salad dressing is olive oil. Olive oil is good on things that are designed to be cold. So olive oil and some pepper and some lemon juice on your salad is great. Great way to get natural fats. There is another one, if you guys have Whole Foods or Vons, I know for sure these places carry them. But what it is it's an all-natural paleo salad dressing. Everything is completely natural, grain, grass, good. And they have a lot of different flavors. They have a website as well. It's called Tessemae's. They have different flavors. This one's Zesty Ranch, and I kid you not, it tastes exactly like ranch dressing. They have a Southwest Ranch that I put on my eggs. They have a balsamic. They have, a chicken hot wing sauce. Like, they have everything. It's awesome. And it's olive oil, lemon juice, garlic, organic mustard, organic vinegar, organic mustard seeds, salt, turmeric, organic spices, and sea salt.
Do you think you can order that online?
Yeah, you can. There's a website, Google Tessemae's, Tessemae's, and you can buy all of the flavors online. It's about $5.99 a bottle, but a bottle lasts you so long. So long. And it's delicious. Okay, so enough of the oils. Nuts, good source of nuts. Good to sprinkle on salads. With this being said, before I go into the good types of it, a lot of us have a habit, like there's like there's a bag of nuts in front of you, and a lot of times people just want to like nom, and you can literally eat your body weight in nuts. So, we want to make sure just like one handful, sprinkle it on a salad. You can eat it with your chicken. Whatever you want to do to get your fat in is great. You just want to make sure you're only eating the recommended serving size at one time, okay? Good examples, cashews, macadamia nuts. Those are great. Be careful with how many almonds you eat. Another good source of fat is almond butter. Love it. Put it on an apple. Yeah, you can put it on anything, and it's delicious. When you're looking for almond butter, you want to look for one with either 1 or 2 ingredients. The only ingredients of the almond butter you purchase should be almonds and or sea salt. Okay, those are the only things. That's a great source of fat to get you throughout your day. It's good on banana, apple, anything. Change your life. One of the last things, with that being said, in this challenge, we are not doing peanuts and we are not doing peanut butter. Across the board, if you have a peanut butter obsession, switch to almond butter. Okay? It's so hard to find a good, clean peanut butter, and people literally go insane eating it, like spoonfuls on spoonfuls on spoonfuls. Not a good look. So for 30 days, we're going to go no peanut butter. And then after the challenge, if you want to gradually integrate it, that's fine. Okay? So one of the last things, these are the types of things we are going to cut out while I'm talking about cutting out peanut butter. And Katie, I saw that look you gave me. Yeah, you're going to eat almond butter. Heather, you hear that? Katie's getting almond butter.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to cut out sugar. So a completely unacceptable breakfast is a Pop-Tart. Sorry. Donuts? No. Okay. So we're going to cut out sugars unless it's natural sugars, i.e. fruit. We're cutting out breads, grains, pasta, rice cakes, cereal, bagels, crackers, croutons, ramen noodles, cup of noodles. I don't even know what else. Chips. Yeah, no chips. Tortillas. Any type of enriched starch. Bye-bye. Okay, 30 days. I'll explain why a little bit later. I'll tell you some gross facts that'll make you want to go out and change it completely, like the bacon thing, but just humor me for now. So you have a list of yeses and you have a list of nos. Another thing we're going to cut out, unless it's listed in your grocery list, which all of you thumbs up if you saw the grocery list. Yeah, okay. So unless it's specifically listed in the grocery list, we're cutting out dairy. Okay, so if you feel like you need the nutrients from milk, congratulations, we have protein drinks. Okay, I promise I'm not being a Nazi and trying to make you guys hate me. Okay, promise. But let's say bye-bye to cheeses, to Yoplait yogurt that have 5,000 grams of sugar, to things that spike our insulin levels and drop them back down. Unless it's specified in the grocery list, yes, you can eat this. Text me if you need any further clarification, but if it's not listed as a yes, then it's a no, okay? And one of the things for shopping, I'm sure all of you have gotten your groceries already. If you haven't, or whenever you go again, one of the things you really want to look for is you want to shop on the perimeters of the store. If you notice, like when you walk in the grocery store and you walk towards the middle aisles, the food gets like dirtier and dirtier and dirtier. I'm not meaning like cleanliness, I mean like chemicalness. Like it goes from like fresh fruits, veggies, fish, natural grass-fed cheese, good butters, blah, 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 to like Gatorade, ramen noodles, soda, all of this like canned stuff, okay? And we're eliminating all of the inside part of the grocery stores. We're trying to keep it super fresh, super natural, and get a really good result, okay? Heather, do you have anything to add to that?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm taking over.
Okay. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and open up the lines real quick. If you guys have any questions, I promise I won't judge you and think it's stupid. I would love it if you guys asked questions, needed further clarification on anything. While you're thinking of your questions, Mrs. Dashes is a very good thing to season. Huh? To season all of your things with. It's sodium free, completely natural. It's good. It comes in a lot of different flavors. So there's another grocery list item for y'all. It's listed on your grocery list, but if you wanted to see what it looked like. Okay. Anyone have any questions?
Hey, Lana, Sucker, I have a question. So is sodium limited on this? Do we cut sodium out?
You don't cut it out on your MyFitnessPal. It'll give you a number. My sodium is personally set to 2,300 milligrams. Your body does need sodium as far as like electrolytes and recovery and things like that. And I mean, you're going to get sodium from natural foods. It's just the way it goes. But you just want to make sure that you know what sources that's coming from and it's not in an excess amount. So if you're eating a quote unquote clean bacon and you think that it's super good, but daily you're going over your sodium by 3,000 milligrams, probably not a good look. Okay. If you're looking at lunch meat and your lunch meat has like 460 milligrams of sodium per serving, you probably want to put that back on the shelf. Same with soups and things like that. So yes, sodium will make you retain water and will make you bloat, and we want to avoid that. Anyone else?
Hot sauce. Is that
Hot sauce as in like salsa or like
red hot sauce on like your eggs?
Sriracha.
Yeah, sriracha is fine. I know a lot of bodybuilders and stuff do that. I would challenge you to limit sauces as much as possible unless it's a super, super good sauce. So like the Southwest Ranch of this is delicious and it's spicy. And Mrs. Dash's makes a
Southwest
Chipotle burn your mouth type thing.
Perfect.
So that's cool. If you want to make your own like pico and like douse it in jalapenos, go ahead. I mean, do whatever. If you can make it, then yes, you can use it. If you can't make it, don't use it.
Fair enough.
Anyone else?
Hey, Lana, I have a Lebanese salad dressing that I will post to the page for everyone. It's just simple garlic, lemon juice, and olive oil.
Perfect. Yeah, and the page is created so you guys, like if you find something that is bomb and you're like super obsessed with it and maybe like a new recipe, like whatever, like post it to the Facebook page and share it with everyone else that's going on the challenge with you. It's a venue not just so we can talk to you, but so we can all communicate as one community. Let's take 3 more questions and then we'll be done. Nobody else has a question. Shabri, I know you have a question over there.
Lana.
Yeah.
Kayla, if we've already been on our nutrition plan for a while, should we just kind of limit our food that we used to eat to your list and about
TV.
Hey. Since Danielle already has me on a nutrition plan, should I just change my foods?
Yeah.
Or
I mean, you'll keep your Herbalife the same. You'll just change the 3rd meal for your for the show and your.
Okay.
Anyone else?
You said deer meat was okay?
Yes. Lean deer meat, as long as like you're the one cooking it and it's not doused in sodium.
Like as in I was the one who shot it and.
Well, I mean, I don't want to know you're like how you skinned it or anything, but as long as you know that it's like you're good to go and you prepared it, then yeah.
Okay.
Anyone else? No? We're good? Yeah? Promise we're not going to cook.
Peanut butter nasi.
You what?
Peanut butter nasi.
Don't be a hater.
What did you say? Oh, stop it.
What about PB2, the powdered mix? Does that count?
Exactly.
I did that earlier and I threw it away. We had it in our pantry and I actually like it. But then I looked at the back and looked at the ingredients and like it didn't really sit well with me, so I threw it in the trash.
What if you have something specifically made for a nutrition club? Because you use it every single day, and it's like
No.
clean as possible. It's like 40 calories for 2 tablespoons.
Tucker, quit
It's not-
complicating things.
It's not about
Shut up.
calories. Everyone is cutting out peanut butter, any types, forms of peanut butter, even coaches. We're going almond butter. Boom.
Got it.
Okay. Is everyone good on everything else? I'll post a video because I don't want to leave you guys like, what the hell is wrong with this girl? I'll post a video kind of explaining at least one of the aspects of why of something that I said. But other than that, we are actually going over time. So coaches, we have a coaches call starting like now. So please stay on the line if you are a coach, meaning you have clients in this challenge. If you are an Herbalife member and you don't have